Hello, folks. Hope you all can hear me. Welcome to our first training webinar. We're going to be running these every 2 weeks up until like the start of the National League season. Could I ask just one thing to start? If everybody wouldn't mind just putting in the chat the club or the team that you're associated with, just so we can keep a record of which teams have engaged with trade and stuff in case we need to reach out to anybody. So just pop in the chat and just let us know which club that you're representing or here for. That'll be great. I'd like to introduce Ricardo here. Ricardo is from NBN. He'll be covering some of the training in terms of the app, some of the changes maybe, and the new stuff. And then when he's finished, I'll be just doing a bit of a short piece on statistics, like so assists, rebounds, all that kind of stuff, and how to practically improve our stats for the new season. So with that in mind, I'll let Ricardo, welcome. You can take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm Riccardo Pessolini from MBN 23. I work with the Italian Federation, and tonight I will show you the use of in-game 3 All-Star. I think you were used to use it just for basic stats and digital score sheet, but from January we have another option to use stats with the same app available on iOS and Android shops, stores. So we'll be showing this option tonight to digitize statistics during Irish games. And I just can share the screen with you. I will use an Android apps emulator called BlueStacks. We just use it to launch webinars and show the app how it works, but that's not an option for official games. So I just share the screen. Can you see my screen now? Okay. This is the open page of InGame. For official games, you will log in with Clupit. That's like a database we use for official games in Ireland. We have another option with user and password, but just for other databases. In this main page, you can see just the entrance of an official game. Here below, you will find the version of the app, and you have to use it just to uh, correctly see that it's the latest version of the app. And the other option to enter a game is the demo environment access. We will use this tonight just to see how the software works. And here you just have like a setting button. Well, you can share the database of the game. If we have any kind of trouble at the end of the game, you can share the database of the tablets in order to help you see what's going on with that game. So entering the demo environment access, you will see entering to a game when you put your credentials at first, you get your game. I get my demo game, and this is an option available for everyone. We have different options here. FIBA 5-on-5 Pro, which is the option for the basic stats and the digital score sheet. FIBA 3x3, USA Pro, and 4-on-4. We will see this one, FIBA 5-on-5 All-Star. You just click on the game, When you accept, you download the game. So it's needed an internet connection. So you accept, it gets the information of the game. You have here in my games the list of game I have downloaded with this button. If you see my arrow, you see it. Okay. Clicking this green button, you get back to my list of the game. If I need to download another one, I go to, again, 5-on-5 All Star, accept, get the information of the game, and then I start. I don't know how many people use the advanced stats option with in-game last year, but now, as you can see, the look and feel of the app is the same of the digital score sheet, the pro option with in-game. So you have on the left list of numbers and players. When you click on the number of the jersey, you just change the number and save, and you have the exact jersey number. The column for licenses. With team stuff, on in-game 2, you had to put loads of staff names inside notes. Now you have all the stuff you need to just add a new staff member or move it to a different position, like head coach, assistant coach, second assistant, and so on. If you don't have already the person, the staff member in this list, you can add new. Just put the name, surname, and license number. Save changes, and then you have a team delegate. In the team color, you just select a color of the team that fits for what the person that digitize the game with stats have comfortable during the game. So let's say team A is yellow. Then, as the basic stats, you select a captain, the players you have on the list, and the starting 5 that the coach gives you. Then in summary, you get there, click here to sign. The coach will give you a signature, save, and in the summary, you can see you have the starting players you selected, the bench, and the team style, the team stuff you put inside. You just do the same for team B. Select the players, select the starting 5 with the captain, then in summary, sign the score sheet and save. And with the game official list, you will see or add referees, scorekeepers, timer, shot clock operator, or commissioner. In the 3 points above on the right, you will have the option to add observations to the game, which I call the notes. You just click on observation, you add an observation, writing down what you need to note down, like if there's a physio that it's not registered to the game and you have to add it, or the info you need to put inside. This will go inside the score sheet at the end of the score sheet. So this will be public information for clubs and so on. Then when I put all the info inside, like I do for the basic stats, the pro option, I just confirm rosters and then go to the main page of the stats. And do you have any questions, or I can go on? Okay, I'll go on. On this screen, you can see the three lines on top. You have a kind of a menu with the PDF of the score sheet, which is like a preview of the score sheet you are digitizing during the game. When you click on this button, you will see a preview. This is a demo game, so it's like um, demo game already registered. It's offline, but you will see the exact point where you are during the game as a preview of what you are digitizing. The same for the PDF of the box score. If you, for example, need to print a PDF of the box score or share a PDF of the box score between let's say first and second quarter, you just go on the three line on top on the left, PDF of the box score. You will have the PDF, a preview of the PDF of the box score here, with team A, team B, and all the stats written inside. And you will have this button here, green, to share the box score with the option provided by the tablet you have. So if it has a Gmail and Outlook account, you can share outside the tablet the PDF of the box score. Of course, it will have the option to print the box score or maybe send it to Telegram, WhatsApp, depending on what's installed inside the tablet you have and you're using. And of course, it will have the option to save it inside the tablet. The button for edit teams is for change the team color. If I don't know, the team change the jerseys, you can change the team color, or you can change jersey numbers, just clicking as we saw, jersey number. Let's say the 15 as 26, 14 as 26. I just change the jersey number and confirm rosters, or I can add a new player, but the app advised me to re-sign the score sheet just to give the coach a confirmation of what is changing. I accept. I create a new player. Put the license number or the jersey number. I add the player, and I can select the player to add it to the score sheet. Then because we can add players, but not delete players during the game when the coach sign the score sheet, just for a database situation. Then I go back to summary and sign again the score sheet. I save changes again, confirm rosters, and get back to the previous page, where apart from the three lines of menu, you have team A, team B, left and right, team fouls here, team timeouts, the score, the time with the indication of periods and the indication of how the Wi-Fi goes and how the actions are going correctly to the database and online on the app you have on Swish. So to manage the time, you just click on this button on top to start the game. But first, to start the game, you need to put this green button inside the court. So you start the game. To stop, you just click once. To restart again, you click once. When the time is stopped, you can hold the time to edit the time, put the right minute and second of the game. This is something that can be useful if you like lose some minutes or seconds, but this I just advise you that this will affect minutes of players. So just try to be careful with this option, because this can affect a lot minutes of the players, and as well it can affect plus minus and all the stuff related to minutes. So I just click to start and click to stop, and I can have this button too on top to start and stop. For changes, for subs, differently from the older version in game 2, you have now 4 options, like the digital score kit, the pro option. You have 4 options to make substitutions during the game. You can have the basic one, just you hold the button of the player going out, and you will see this window. You select the person, the player going inside, you confirm, and you have the substitution. Or you can have for multiples of substitution, you have the bottom subs, where you can select players going in and players going out. You confirm changes, and that's it. Or when a player, 2 players, 3 players, 4 players, all the starting 5 have to change, but the action is still going, you can save changes. Like there's the number 6 and number 5 players go to the table, but the action is still going. So you just select 5 and 6 and save changes. You see the button is different. It's in red and it's pending. So when you have pending substitution, you just, let's say, save changes for when the change actually happens. So the ref whistle, you go directly to pending. You already have 5 and 6 pending in subs. You just select the players going out from the court, and then you can confirm changes. The fourth option is to select directly the starting 5, and it's useful for teams going out from timeouts, or situation when we change from a quarter to another. So we just select the 5 players we see on the court. Let's suppose 5, 11, 7, 13, and 9. I confirm changes, and I can see on the screen on the left where I have the starting five, I can see changes. Now, I didn't tell you what's one of the biggest difference. As you can see, it's the look and feel of the court, because now you have a court in black with white lines, and the game log, it's not on the right, but it's below the court, directly below the court. And when a tablet has a bigger screen, you can see as well a preview of the last actions I put inside the game. So clicking game log, I have like the play-by-play of all the actions I put inside the game, like all the swap we saw now. Neil, there's no questions for now.
No, I'm answering some questions, but it's about like other stuff, so you can keep going. You're good. Keep going.
Okay. For no down shots, like the older in-game
Oh,
two, we have
sorry,
to.
Ricardo. Sorry, Ricardo. We do have one question. One issue with the pending subs dialog box is the clear selection option usually covers a player's number, and accidental clear selection occurs during live matches. Also, the dialog box doesn't show all the players without scrolling down, so it slows down the choosing player. That came in from Catherine. Can you see that message? So she's saying that when you're using the pending subs,
Mhm.
the clear selection option sometimes covers one of the player's numbers, and accidental clear
Yeah,
selection happens sometimes in live matches.
yeah, can happen. Depends on the screen of the tablet. We are trying to correct this one.
Okay.
It can happen that, uh, like you see, clean selection go
Yeah.
directly to the five on court. So yeah, we're trying to clean this window. But if just try to click, I know it's not that easy if, during a game. If you try to click for the fifth player correctly to the jersey number, you won't have problems. Yeah, there's this issue. We're trying to solve it. So for shots, that's one click to say if there's a missed shot. You select the player missing the shot, then you have this window different from in-game 2 with in-game 3. We are using now in-game 3. The older solution was in-game 2, and we will be asked to put rebound with jersey number for the player, A or B for a team rebound, or a tip-in of the player that tip in the ball. So it will be just for a offensive rebound. Let's suppose the six makes a tip in. You just click on. You will have this window at first. Then you go to tip in and put the like six number in blue. You can see from the game log that we have an offensive rebound and the 2 points. For a normal rebound, we put the just a click for a missed shot. Then we go to the 9 in light blue. Rebound from the 7th. And in the game log, we can see two missed points and the offensive rebound, as it is for team rebounds. Missed shot from the 9, rebound A. You will have offensive rebound for team A. In the game log, you won't see the number of the jersey if it's a team action, or you can see, of course, the jersey number for a player action. Then for blocks, you will have missed shot from the 7 in blue. You during the inside this window, you will go to block. You say who makes the block, and not let's say the 9 in light blue. You won't be asked, of course, who received the blocks, because it just put the received block automatically. Then we will be asked for the rebound. So that's one of the biggest changement from in-game 2 to in-game 3. So in the game log, we will have 2 missed points from the 7, received block from the 7, block for the 9, and the defensive rebound for the 9. I'll go again to the game core to show you what happens for the 3 points, the made points. So I hold the button, I press the button, holding inside the right area. Let's say 3 points from the 7 in light blue. You will be asked for the assist. If there's an assist, there's the option for no assist. So assist from the 9, and that's it. We registered 3 points and the assist. Then on the right side of the menu of the page, we have like single actions we can add to the play-by-play if we miss something, or if we need to add single actions on what we are registering, like received foul received for the 4th, and we added foul received for the 4th. Free throws for the 5. We select the number of free throws, like 2. 1 is for a made free throw. X is for missed free throws. When there's the second or the third or the last free throw is missed, of course, it says if there's a rebound or a keeping. Okay. Then assist for the 7th. Rebound, and it asks me for defensive or offensive rebound. I put the number of the player, and I put all these infos inside the game log. These 4 buttons are just to, let's say, fill properly all the stats. If you miss something during the game, if you want to add something during the game, you have these buttons: assist, rebound, free throws, or foul received, to add the action after the real action happens. it can occur that you can miss a foul received, an assist, a rebound, a free throw. So you have these four buttons to manage what you miss and put it inside the game log properly to have the stats full uh, properly. For the foul, normal foul, foul on the 6 in blue. The system asks me for free throws, 1, 2, or 3. Let's say 2. It asks me for the receiving foul. Let's say the 9. Makes the first, miss the second. It asks me for rebound. And I registered foul. Foul received, free throw made, free throw missed, and offensive rebound. In a normal foul, that can happen that there's no free throw to register, so no free throws, but it asks me for the player that received the foul, because of course it goes to the statistics. Then technical fouls, 4 options. Technical foul, unsportsmanlike, fighting, and disqualifying. For the technical foul, we have, of course, the 2 option of tech foul to a player. I select number of free throws. What player will take the shots? Of course, it doesn't ask me the person who received the fouls, because in technical fouls there's no received fouls. So what player will take the shots? Like the 9, make the free throw, and exit. Then the player will have a T in this bottom. Unsportsmanlike, directly to a player, let's say the 7, 2 free throws. Who has received the foul, differently from the tag foul? The 9 makes the first and second. Then, for fighting, it says me which is the number, jersey number of the player from the bench that made the fighting, or the coach. It says player number 10 has been disqualified, and I close the window. 2 free throws from the 8, makes the first, miss the second, and of course, rebound. Then for disqualifying, I can go for the bench, selecting A or B, and that can go directly to player inside the court. It says player number 5 has been disqualified. Swap the player. The 8 enters, and I confirm. 2 free throws for the 8, makes the first and the second. And Neil, I just stop for a moment if there are questions. Maybe
Yeah,
there are.
there's one question in there. If the if the game already begins and after the game begins, they discover a player's number is incorrect, can they still go in the edit team and change the number after the game has begun?
Yes, of course, you can go to these 3 lines on the left, on top. Edit teams, select the button Edit teams. You cannot edit all the info inside, of course, of these uh, this page, but you can, of course, edit the jersey number. Let's say the 7 is the 88. I save changes. I've now the 7 that it's the 88. I confirm rosters, then go back to the page, and I see that the player that was the 7 now is 88. So of course, this depends as well from the internet connection, because it's something that goes directly to database changes. But you can change jersey numbers through all the game.
Can you add or edit a player itself rather than the number when the game starts?
Yeah, you can add players during the game.
Hmm.
Let's suppose a player uh, is stuck in the traffic, and I need to add the player when it arrives when he arrives to the facility. I add new player, but I will have this pop-up telling me, "Are you sure you want to change it?" And you have to tell the coach he has to confirm this changement and sign again the score sheet. So I accept.
Can I
I
just, Ricciardo, come on here? Like this shouldn't be an option that will be allowed in National League. Now I'll double check this with the commissioners, but in National League, once the score sheet, once the players have been signed, the roster has been signed, the commissioner won't allow you to add an extra player mid game, because of the rules of that league. So you do the underage, whatever, if the referees allow it, but in the National League, that shouldn't be allowed, as far as I'm aware, from the commissioners, because under the FIBA rules. So even if
No,
even
we
if you
can't.
can't,
We can't change it. Like you're all saying that the coach signs off on it. It's not the coach that deals with the the paperwork of the team. Let's say, you know. And what I'm asking is, we could 2 years ago we could edit a player if an incorrect player was added before the game started and the game starts. Last year we couldn't edit, and the commissioner, nobody knew what to do and nobody could do anything. So like we get the coach to sign the sheet. Now I know when James looks at our sheet and I'm there, I check it for him because he's like, is that everybody? You know, looking at me because he just deals with the team itself in the game.
yeah,
So when you ask all the coaches to sign, the coaches are looking at it going, yeah, sure, I think all they're interested in is the starting five of the other team,
yeah,
not making sure that their own team is correct,
yeah,
you know? And then a problem, they see a problem then, or someone contacts them and says that person's not on the Swish app for the game, and, you know, can a correction be made when this is
yeah.
spotted?
This is something I'll speak to the commissioners about this, right? Because as far as I'm aware, like in the National League, like when the coach signs that, like I do it myself. Okay, you don't check it properly sometimes, but
Mhm.
that's part of your job as a coach to do that. Like you're signing your name to say you've checked it and everything is correct. So like as far as I'm aware, like once that's signed, like if the wrong players in the 12, like that, the player who's not in the 12 can't play in the game. Like, and that's the rule of the league. Not That's not an NBN issue. That's just same with the paper score sheet and the wrong
Mhm.
players put on whatever, not put on, so, but it's on.
Yeah.
I'll check with Jerry and see talking the commissioners.
Mhm.
But as far as I'm aware, like once the coach signs the 12, that's the 12 playing in the game. As far as I'm aware.
Yeah, if there was just something like in place that I'm only saying for our own sake going forward that if we have a coach from an away team down and they didn't check it, then they get notified, or you don't have, it could be their best player. That wasn't part of his starting five and he didn't look at the score sheet correctly.
Yeah,
You know,
like yeah, I'll understand. I'll check with Jerry, and what we'll maybe do is we can get an email sent out, depending on what he says, to the
yeah,
teams before the season starts to clarify. Look, it is your responsibility to check this, and if you don't check this, it's not the inputters' fault or responsibility. Like they're putting it all. So what'll happen this year is all the players are already be there. They should already be there for Sport 80.
yeah,
So it's just a matter of ticking the box. Once the 12 and the 5 and the captain are selected, it's the coaches or the team manager, whoever that team wants to appoint to do it. Well, it has to be the coach because they're signing it. Like
yeah.
if they're signing it, they are saying these are the players that are playing in this game for me. And if they miss someone, and like, I have done this before, so I know I've done this before. If you haven't signed the person, the right players, like the rules of the league are they can't play in the game. So it's the same in
But
the
can
FIBA
this be
international games. It's the
expressed?
same.
Can this be expressed in a serious way to coaches that you
Yeah,
know the table takes the list that they're given, they occupy MBN with the list that they're given, and it is up to the coach to check it. Like we always make sure that the coach does check everything, but
yeah,
sure, they're only overlooking it because they just want the game to start and get going.
of course, yeah. So what I'll do is I'm taking notes from all these webinars and taking and this is one of the main things for me is getting the feedback of like the issues people are having, the problems people are having, and then once we get answers to all those things, like an email will go out to all the clubs before the season starts, saying like we've spoke to the head of the referees or the head of the table officials, the head of the commissioners, whatever, and like points of emphasis will go out about like this season, like if you sign your name to those 12 players, that is your responsibility, no one else's. So like we'll definitely get that clarified before the season starts for you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Sorry, Ricardo, there's another
And
question too. Um, can I check something about fighting? For a fighting foul, it appears that the whole squad is offered to be disqualified. Can you show that window again? Does the system recognize if the player is on court and needs to be swapped rather than disqualified from the bench? So that came in from Catherine there.
for fighting
For,
fouls,
for, for a
you
fighting foul, yeah.
you can just select the bench. A
Okay,
fighting
so
foul comes from is when a player directly goes to the court from the bench. So you just select the player who made the fighting foul, then it gets to this pop-up, player number 56 is being disqualified. Then you select the free throws, personally take the shots, accept. And just to let you know this as well, you can select players that are in black, but of course um, it's something that like if you get an action to a disqualified or ejected player, you will get this pop-up to advise that you are adding actions to disqualified people. So it will be, of course, a responsibility from the scorekeeper or the staff person to add actions to disqualified players. You will see these pop up every time you give an action to a disqualified player. Because in some championships there's the opportunity, like let's say for friendly matches or friendly tournaments, to uh, give actions to disqualified players. So that's why. and we show this pop-up to advise the person who's digitizing to that they have to be sure to proceed, because this is not something that they usually can do. So let's say I just say no and select the right starting file. Then if I can go on, Neil. Okay. For turnovers, we have the TOV button. I select the player jersey number or the team. TOV for team B, who has recovered the ball. We have the option of team, but there's no recovered ball for teams. So let's avoid this one. We have the option of no steal or player that recovered the ball. TOB turnover for the 8. Same option, who's recovering the ball. And for steals, we select steal, and on the opposite, we will have who lost the ball. Here is the option of the team, no turnover, or the player. Then for timeouts, I just select A or B for the timeout. Click on the timeout on the team. I have this clock going. This is supposed to be useless, but you can have the clock of the minute as well. Here, you just click on the time to avoid it. Then we have the single button for blocks. That is something that has these 4 buttons is just for add the block actions during the game or after the game, after the action, after some time that the block effectively happened. And this doesn't register, of course, the missed shot in the zone of the missed shot. So you just can give a block to the player that made the block, let's say the 8, block from the 8, block received from the 6th, and then I'll be asked for the rebound or the tipping. And here going in the game log, I can see block, received block, offensive rebound, defensive rebound. But that there's no indication of the shot. So let's say it's something that is used just to add blocks further than the action. Apart from the subs button, you have this arrow to it's like an undo button to erase the last action, delete the last action I registered. Are you sure you want to delete the last action? I accept, and I delete the offensive rebound. Then I can go directly to the end of the quarter. At the end of a single quarter, I just click on the time. There's, do you want to finish period 1? I can cancel if I need to adjust actions I put inside the playback page, the game log. Or I can accept and go on. Maybe with the start period button activated, I can print the PDF of the box score or share it to different channels, as we saw from the first part of the webinar. Then go on with period 2. And then go to the last part of the game. Neil, I cannot finish the stuff I have to show apart from the game closing.
Yeah, 2 questions. First one, just short one. Can you record when you're recording shots? Can you record dunks, or is it just a made 2-point shot? Like slam dunks, can you record like dunks, or is it just like
No,
2 points?
there's no dunk button as we have in the InGame 2. There's no dunk button.
Okay.
Because in terms of statistics, we not record the dunks,
Yeah.
just twos and
2-point shot.
free throws, and 3 points.
And the other question is, there was a bit of confusion last year because people had to download like different versions of the app for like the pro stats or the basic stats, whatever.
Yeah.
Can you just explain for the upcoming season what app do they need? How many apps do they need? Just because like most for all
One.
the national, just one app for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Right.
the app. The only app you will see in the Play Store will be the one that you will be using during the season. The in-game 2 option will be staying active, let's say as a backup till January, March. Then we will deactivate the other option. And this one that you're looking at now is the version of the app you can find on Google Play Store and Apple Store. And the only difference you will see during championships games is that if a championship is set to have the normal digital score sheet without statistics, you will find the digital score sheet look and feel. If a championship is set for statistics, you will see this option, this view. You will have this view during the game. So it's something that will be managed by our backend. If you say this championship is for stats, so the old star option, once you enter the game, you will see the old star option. If a championship is set for pro option, so just basic stats, the digital score sheet, you will see the basic stats option in view.
Okay. So for us, like there'll be one version of the app, and when you log in with your National League login, it'll automatically be the version for the National League, which is like the full advanced stats.
Yeah.
So if you want to, Ricardo, if you just want to just finish up how to close the game and stuff, and then if there's any more questions about the NBN side, if you can put them in the chat now. When Ricardo finishes, I'm going to do a very short 5 or 10 minutes just on stats in general, and then we'll wrap it up then. Okay.
Okay. So just go to the last page when the fourth quarter or the overtime is finished. You just click on the time. You have this pop-up. The game has finished. Do you want to close the game? You have 3 options. Cancel if you just want to edit something inside the game log, or add more statistics maybe you missed during the game. Let's hope not. Close the game or start an overtime. Independently from the score, you can start an overtime at the end of the game. Then close. When you close the game, you have at first the official page for signing the score sheet, but you can as well go back to the previous page. Then I close again the game. I have the signatures page for the officials, the observation page when I can add observation or see which observations I added during the game or before the game, the captain protest, or the score sheet. In the score sheet page, you can see the PDF of the score sheet to share it or download it or print it. Then the box score as well with PDF, with a PDF option of the it's the final box score you will see here. So differently from in-game 2, you now have the option to have a box score at once the game ended. But if you select finish the game here, you won't have the option to go back as well, like you have here, where you can go back to the court view. So I finished the game. Here, it's fundamental to have the internet connection to send all the info about the game. Then when I send the game, I now can stop sharing.
Okay,
and
that
get
was
back
great.
to you.
Thank you very much, Ricardo.
Thank you, Neil.
So you'll see there the new version, which came in mid last season, but for everyone this season, the flow of entering stats is much better because the system will automatically prompt you for like if there's a missed shot, when there's a rebound, if there's a block, when there's a rebound, etc. So it makes it a lot smoother, hopefully, once we get used to it. I'm just going to explain for a couple of minutes